Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this awesome BB-8 statue slash house. This thing can easily be hollowed out and turned into a little survival house if you so wanted to. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. And check out the channel, specifically the card system and the description below for more Star Wars related builds. You guys know I love me some Star Wars and I have been making quite a few Star Wars related builds recently. You might be able to see some of those in the background. You'll find those in the card system description below, like I said. But without any further ado, why don't I show you how to make BB-8? So, before we begin, I can tell you that BB-8 doesn't take up very much space. If you leave yourself a 9 by 11 amount of space on the ground, 9 blocks coming across the front by 11 blocks going backwards, you should be alright in building him. You will also need all of these materials that we have right here. Orange concrete, white, grey, light grey, black, and red. We just need those concretes. Make sure that you have absolutely every single one of those, and we can begin. So, I'm going to begin by placing a single white concrete on the ground. I'm then going to do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Then go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 2 upper right diagonals, 1, 2, go right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, do 2 bottom right diagonals, 1, 2, go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do 2 bottom left diagonals, 1, and the second one will hit the ground. Connect that over to the left, and you'll end up with a circular shape that should look very much like this. Connect the circular shape together in the corners using white concrete. So connect all of those diagonals together like this to form like a bit of a reinforced circular shape, like that. Then grab your orange concrete, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take the circular shape and we're going to place a row of orange concrete that sits one row outwards from the circular shape like this, and it just sits like on the outside and it basically just shrinks the circle. So you have a circular shape once again out of orange concrete, and it just sits on the outline of the empty space that you had inside of the white circle. I'm sure you guys will manage that. What you then want to do is inside of the orange shape you want to place an orange concrete at the very bottom center of the shape, at the top center, left center, right center. So you're kind of making something that looks like a crosshair. If you actually filled this in with green, it kind of looked like a 4-leaf clover actually. You then want to grab the light grey concrete and you want to place light grey concrete in these positions. You want to place one in this top right corner, this corner too. You want to place a light grey concrete here, 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 and here. Like this. We then want to fill the remainder in using white concrete. Like that. So that's what we want to have so far. Work your way to the left side of the build. We want to take this block on the left hand side of the build. You guys can see which one. And you want to place a white concrete coming out of the back of it. Place an orange concrete. Do an up left diagonal with your orange. Go left by 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom left diagonals. 1 and 2. Go down 2. 1, 2. Do 2 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2. Right by 2. 1, 2. 2 upper right diagonals. 1, 2. Up by 2. And there you will have created a nice circular shape. The point of this is to fill it in. We want to place an orange at the bottom center, top center, left center, right center. We then want to place light grey concrete all the way around the inside of this shape. So covering up any blocks that orange blocks would touch, covering up all of the faces, we want to create this shape. We're then going to fill this in using white concrete, like this. Wonderful. And what we can then do is we can actually move around the build a little bit by doing this. So you can see here on the front of the build where we like connected to this point of the circle, like we placed a white concrete coming behind the circle. Well, if you like, you can move through your circle and you can place 2 white concrete coming back, 1 and 2 here, and then we can begin to build the back of BB-8. So you can take this second white concrete, you can go left by 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, connect upwards. So now you can see that we have this nice circular shape, to which we can then fill it in using orange concrete, so we can place our circle of orange concrete inside of this. So this is supposed to be a copy of what we have on the front. We're going to copy the pattern that we have on the front, not the pattern that we have on the sides. I differentiated the sides because like the pattern's worn off in different ways depending upon what part of BB-8's body you look at. So I made the sides different from the front and the back. So once you have your circular shape, you want to place an orange coming in from the bottom center, top center, left and right center. And then we want to grab the light gray, and we want to place a light gray in this position, this position. Whoops, it wants to be in this position, and then here, 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 and here, like that. The rest of the circle can then just be filled in with white concrete like this. Perfect. And then we can work on the opposite side of the build. The opposite side of the build is actually identical to that side. So what you could even do is just literally look forward and copy it. So for instance, we'd like take these blocks here. We place a white concrete, and on the opposite side, we'd place an orange coming inwards. We'd connect them together at the top like this using a circular shape. We can then place 3 orange coming down from the diagonals, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then we place 2 diagonals coming down towards the ground, like that. Connect them together. Place an orange concrete coming in from each one of the middle points coming around there. Place light grey concrete surrounding all of the orange. So like light grey just covering up so none of the orange blocks touch anything else but light grey, like that. And then we're just going to fill the center of that in using white concrete, like that. And what you can then do is you can take if you come to the inside, it's easier. You want to basically seal this up by connecting the front of BB-8 to the back of BB-8. So you basically just want to take the outer parts using your white concrete, and you want to connect them from the front to the back. You'll end up with an effect that should look fairly similar to this, just to show you the right hand side like that. And you would want it to be the same on the opposite side. So do one side, then swap over to this other side and do the exact same thing. Just connecting the outer blocks. You don't have to do all the inside ones, because of course you may want to connect, you may want to use the inside of this as a house if you so wanted to. That's kind of completely up to you. But yeah, there we go. We've got that all filled in. And what we're now going to do is we are going to make BB-8's head. So if you come to the front top of the build, beginning in this position right here, specifically this position, you want to place a light grey concrete. Go right that concrete by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You then want to place a concrete coming backwards to the right diagonally. And then move back by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a light grey concrete on BB-8 coming inwards back diagonally. Go come across the build by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you want to connect the front and the back with a row of light grey concrete placed diagonally like this. You then want to place 2 rows of white concrete on top of all of that grey. So simply place 2 rows of white concrete all around on top of the grey. That'd be 1 row, and then this would be the second row, like that. We then want to place on top of the 3 middle blocks on each one of the sides an additional layer of white. So like the 3 middle blocks, you just want to place white on top of the 3 middle blocks, just like that. So like this. And then you want to connect them together in the corners. So creating kind of like, it's a circle pretty much, just creating a circle. You just want to connect it together in the corners, and this has the added benefit of covering up that gap that we had previously. Use light grey concrete to fit, like what you want to do is you want to place an outline of light grey concrete above and inside of the head like this. So you want to have like 3 rows of 3 connecting together to make like a square sort of shape like that. Then we're going to fill in the very top of the head using white concrete like this, just completely fill in the top of the head like that. Then we have to give BB-8 an antenna, and I do want to make sure this is in the right place. So on the right middle side of the head here, we want to place a black concrete, then 2 white, 1, 2, then a black. Then in this back corner, we want to place 2 white, 1, 2. So we should have something which should so far look like this. The only thing missing is BB-8's eye. So if you come to the face, where we have this row of, like these rows of white, you take the very top, middle, and you place a black concrete, underneath it a red, black, take the red, extend it left and right by 1 the black, and there you have BB-8. As easy as that. And that is pretty much the entire statue slash house, guys. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Helps me out, helps the channel out. What more can I say? I'm hoping that you guys would like to do that for me. If you would like to continue to check out my channel, see what I keep building, see what's coming up, I'm going to be building more Star Wars stuff. Check out the card system and the description below. Consider subscribing to the channel to keep up to date with all of that stuff. I am going to be building more Star Wars stuff. So if you would, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell next to the subscription, and that will ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. And if you do have any comments and suggestions what you'd like to see next, then please do remember to leave a comment down below. And if you do want to check out some more builds that I've been making recently, like I'm just going to give you a little look in the background, like I have been making some more Star Wars stuff. That's a Porg statue. We have Rey vs Kylo. I've also been doing some Christmas stuff at the moment as well, but I always do new stuff. I always make a nice variety of stuff. You can check all of that out in the card system in the description below. Specifically, you might want to check out the Star Wars builds playlist. I am going to be making a Star Wars playlist, and hopefully you guys might enjoy that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.